I'm talking to Corey. What up?
What
Comic Book Club number 7 coming at you.
up? CBBC number 3.
CBBC number 7.
Number 7. Why is it 3?
What was it? Number 3? I don't remember.
I don't even know.
Number 3 was God. Man, I'm drawing a blank. Number 3. No, Man or Black was like 2 episodes ago, right? Or was that last episode? Man, I don't remember. Wow,
Whatever.
we've done so many. Yeah, welcome to CBBC number 7. This episode we will be covering Space Bandits number 1. Publisher is Image Comics. Writer is Mark Millar, and artist is Matteo Scalera. And for our indie book, we will be doing a Boom Studios book titled "Something Is Killing the Children" number 1, with writer James Tynion IV and artist Werther Dell'Edera. So, before we get to those two, Corey, what did you read this week?
Nothing, to be honest. I really don't think I read a book. I've been gaming hard. I got Borderlands 3 and Fire Emblem 3 Houses. And
how close are you to beating Fire Emblem? Let's talk some non-comics for just a brief second.
I from what I looked, it's like a 60-hour game, and I'm 40 hours in. But every time
40?
I save the
like 4-0?
Yeah, but every time I look at my game save, it says I'm on chapter 12, it says I'm on part 1, chapter 12. So that makes me worried that I'm not even halfway. If it's so, but
did you check the gameplay on it? Did you look it up?
Yeah, it says like 60 hours, and I'm 40 hours in, but I'm still on part 1. So I don't know. I feel like I'm over halfway, but I'm not sure. It feels
Let me ask you this. Before we bring it back to comic books, is it like a narrative versus side quest story, or is it just one basic story throughout?
It's all one story throughout.
Okay.
There's no side quests. Yeah, it's straight one story. It's really good. I'm loving it. And Borderlands is awesome too. I really like Borderlands. But because of that, I haven't been reading any comics. But I'll get back to it. It happens. I only have so much free time. You know?
I know. I'm playing 3 games right now. Well, 4, I guess, if you count Zelda. But I got Super Mario Odyssey, which I love, which is incredibly addictive. And then I'm playing Hellblade, which I'm incredibly frustrated with. And
I wish this was Chronically Gaming so we could talk about it, but it'll take up half the show if we do.
I know. I'm just going to cheat and read a guide and just get through it like that. Because I really like the visuals. I love the story.
No, that's what you should do. I felt exactly the same way you did at that point. I was like, this game is stupid. I'm walking around. I can't figure out what to do. This is just fucking dumb. And I stopped playing. I got pissed off and I said, I'm done with this game. And then Nate had to convince me for like a year to continue playing. Then I did. And then it ended up worth it. I really, really liked it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because it's so visually attractive. You would be selling yourself short not to do it just based on the visuals alone. I feel like,
and it becomes a lot more than just the visuals too.
Okay,
it gets really
That's
cool.
good. That's what I figured. And then I'm playing Walking Dead from the beginning, so because I never completed it. So yeah. Anyway, comic books this week. Back to the show that we actually have a show about. Uh, I read Guardians of the Galaxy #9, which was awesome. House
Nice,
of
I need to read that.
X5 and Powers of X5, which is just so mind-blowingly great. All the buzz
Right.
around it is just so deserved and just so fantastic, man. Jonathan Hickman, just goddamn it, so great.
Yeah.
Funny books. Jimmy Olsen is really good. I also read The Watcher #1 and #2. I don't remember the publisher. It's not the Marvel's The Watcher.
Oh,
It's
okay.
an independent publisher. It's a horror comic. I don't remember which indie publisher it is, but it's good. The Watcher. Look out for it if you like horror stuff. And then my two.
Apparently we do.
Yeah, yeah, right. I read King Thor #1, and then Valkyrie #3 also. I also read. Oh, King Thor was great. King Thor was good. I mean, I won't say great. It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I think Valkyrie is still better, to be honest.
Yeah.
It is,
Right.
my opinion. I also read the controversial Spider-Man #1, even though it shouldn't be controversial. I was actually talking with the guy in the comic book shop about it today, and I was asking him, like, why are people hating on this so much? And he's like, honestly, he said, I think it's because it's J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
Straight
Probably.
up, that's why. And he was like, but if you really think about it, and I'm not going to go into spoilers, but the story, he's doing this comic with his son, and you can see that kind of in the book because Peter Parker like has a son, and it's all this stuff.
What?
Yeah, it's an alternate universe story.
Oh,
It's
really?
not. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not mainstream. In fact, that's one of the big issues I read
It's not canon?
about it.
What?
It's not canon. No, not canon.
Is it not canon, or is it in an alternate universe? Like,
I don't think it's canon at all.
It's not canon.
Like,
It's just totally separate.
yeah, I don't think they're gonna reference it in any book or anything outside of. As far as I can tell, I don't think it's gonna. I think it's like strictly just a story that he wanted to tell.
Yeah.
But the issues, I read the article that was complaining about it, and I understand what they're saying, but it doesn't. I don't think they have real weight to their argument.
Right.
Because
I didn't know if there
universe book,
Right, yeah, I didn't even know if there was any controversy. The only thing is I do, because I don't read enough to know, I just look up everything on Comic Book Roundup, and it's getting like 6s with both readers and critics. So
it's true.
That's just like, that makes me not want to read it just there.
I can tell you why they're getting the scores that they are. It's because people have an ideal of Peter Parker, and they don't like that ideal to be messed with.
Right.
And that's what the articles that I've read around the book, they're like, that's what they hold umbrage with. They don't like that. They don't like the version of Peter Parker that's presented in the book. But what I call bullshit about is that this is issue 1. I mean,
right.
Like,
yeah,
let the series play out, and then you can argue about whatever version of Peter Parker is in there that you don't like, But
it's the first 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, we've all read series that either started off great and ended terribly, Secret Empire, or they start off bad and end up, pretty decent. So, anyway, I didn't think it. Look, it's not an incredible book, but I don't think it's as bad as it's being made out. I'll put it that way. And the art is fantastic in it. It's Sarah Pichelli that did it, and she's great. Everything that she does is gold. But my 2 favorite books of the week, Second Coming, #3. Mark Russell is one of my favorite writers out right now. I actually hit him up on Twitter and thanked him. I was like, dude, I look forward to your books every week. and he was like, "Thank you so much." He was super nice about it.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, totally
That's
nice.
awesome.
Yeah, and then dude, Once and Future #2. I went back to the well because I
Really?
was like, we enjoyed the first issue so much. I'm
Mhm.
gonna try it, and #2 was way fucking better than issue 1. Even
Really?
as much as we liked issue 1, it ramps up
Yeah.
so hardcore in issue 2. Absolutely, yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
Oh man,
I'll definitely
so
have
but
to
I was
read
like,
that then, because
whoa,
I already wanted to read the second one, but yeah, if you're saying that, I have to.
yeah. You know what? When we read the first one, it felt very much as we liked it. It was definitely an introductory issue. It
Right.
was a number
Yeah.
one. Like now we're starting to get into the guts, and it's awesome. Yep. I can't wait to
Okay.
like get into this series. So that's it. That was my week of comics. I guess we move on to the portion of our review.
Yeah.
Let's start off with Space Bandits #1. It's like I mentioned, Image Comics. Mark Millar, another Mark Millar book, and Matteo Scalera is the artist. What'd you think?
It's awesome. I really liked it. It's it just I like the whole vibe of. I mean, it has the kind of saga vibe, obviously, space and weirdness,
Yeah,
and the. I mean, it started off, like the certain people can communicate, have a telepathic link with the lizards,
yeah.
and then like the space lobster god. Like I really
I
liked
know.
that kind of shit. Like that stuff is awesome to me. I like the weirdness of it for sure,
Absolutely.
and then I just like the whole. I like where it's going with. I mean, I definitely am going to read #2 like as soon as possible, because like I like how it is the two separate girls that were both kind of fucked over by the one girl's fucked over by her gang, the other girl's fucked over by her dude,
Yep.
and then but they're both, neither of them are good. They're both kind of bad people.
Right.
So like there's doesn't seem to be a good guy I've seen yet. Like
That's
so
what I love
it's
about the Millar books.
right,
Is
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no moral center. It's like sort of ambiguous, and it's just people. You know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. That was my favorite. Um, I was immediately hooked with, as with most Millar books. I find, I just they're very easy to get into. Like you read one
Yeah.
issue and you're like in. You're like yes.
Hmm.
Um, I love the sort of '80s inspired space fashion that's going on there. The bright like
Yeah.
neon colors.
Lionel
Um,
Richie.
yeah. Right. Um, it reminded me a lot of Fifth Element in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that sort of cartoonish space vibe. And I liked like it was semi hardcore with like how aggressive it was, and then the gladiatorial stuff. It was great, man. It immediately hooked me. I think I'm on issue 3 right now, and it's just
Three's
as
where
good.
it's at. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just as good. It continues. So I think he's only doing 5, if I read correctly. It's not an
Really?
ongoing series. He likes doing that. He doesn't do I mean, he has a few monthlies, I think, but he likes doing mini series,
Yeah. Yep, he does.
which leaves
And
people hanging for more, you know?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love him and I hate him. For
I
like
know.
it's it's awesome to have something they can just plan around 5 issues, make do their whole story, and they usually with Millar at least turn out to be awesome, but then you just want more, and you gotta wait for whenever he wants to do the next one, which could be
Right.
6 months or 3 years, or who
Yeah.
knows. So
But he is prolific, man. He's got like 12 books going right now or something insane, you
right.
know? Uh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm still pissed that Magic Order was limited. That I really wanted to keep going. I was like, God
Right.
damn, man. It's one of my favorites. Yeah.
But, yeah, really good though. Same with the next one, I thought.
Oh yeah, man, I loved it. I love it so much.
Yeah, really
Something
good.
is Killing the Children, #1. Writer James Tynion IV and artist Werther Dell'Edera from Boom Studios. I was like really impressed. I thought I think that horror comics, as much as we've read, especially, are not that easy to pull off. You know,
Right.
first of all, like they don't always come off as scary, and you don't know at that point if it's even a horror book or it's just like something gory, or it's like
Right.
it's not like jump scares in a movie. Like it's just different in a book. But this was genuinely kind of frightening at times.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
I thought the
When the
pacing
kids
in
are
it
getting
was
torn
really
apart.
scary. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, it's definitely a horror book, and I mean they set the tone. They started with like Truth or Dare, you know. I mean, so like a classic horror movie or whatever. So it was yeah, I thought it was awesome. And the girl who kills the monsters is really awesome.
Oh, the blonde.
Like.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Who I'm assuming that's probably her sister that she's wheeling around or something. And and the monster probably ripped her limbs off, and that's why she's a monster hunter. It's just
it's brilliant on his part to leave all that out to make sure that you come back for the next issue. Like he left all that. He's like, if you want to find out what happens, who these people are, you got to come back and read it. So I just thought the pacing, like, unlike, it's not always easy to get the pacing done in a book, and he just like the storytelling was brilliant in it because it just it was so evenly matched out and led you page to page where the narrative strung you along and you really were like hooked into the next page each time.
Right.
I thought it was awesome. Yeah. I can't wait to read the next one. He's taken over the Batman book from Tom King.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I saw you posted that. That's
sad
to see Tom King go, but I like the prospects. I like this, so
I do. If he does anything like this, man, I know that he does he's done Detective Comics, he's done some other Batman related stuff, but I don't think he's ever gotten Batman dead on. So I saw he tweeted out, he was asking people what they want to see in Batman. So
really?
Yeah.
Nice.
But look at Boom Studios, man. Doing it.
Yep. Another Boom book. Yeah. Really good. Yeah. So, yeah.
I can't wait. I'm definitely invested in this. So I like that our show is pushing me towards the indie books more. And I would never would have gone there because I see indie books when I walk into the shop and I'm interested, but I don't know which ones are complete crap or or what I should buy. So I like that.
Yeah, and you're already spending too much money on Marvel and everything, so it's hard to grab an indie book unless you're kind of forced to at times, and then
absolutely
it pays off a lot. It turns out. So
yeah, and I wanna support the smaller guys, and I would like to give less to Marvel. I just don't know what to shed from to divert it to. Because I don't want to just waste money on a smaller publisher. Because there's a lot of smaller stuff out there. So you got to cut through it and like figure out which are the ones. But I feel like it's picked up big time. Like the smaller books, the smaller publishers are really starting to do good stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll lead us to next show.
That's it. What we got coming up?
So we're not going to do two number ones for once. We're going to do Immortal Hulk number 23.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
we
wait.
both love Immortal Hulk. Yeah, so it'll be fun to talk about for sure. I think I'm a few issues behind, but it shouldn't be hard to catch up. So, that's written by Al Ewing.
Al Ewing.
Artist Joe Bennett. Marvel, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. And then our second book, The Plot #1. Written
Vault?
by by Vault Comics, written by Michael Morisi and Tim Daniel. I guess two guys.
Yeah.
It's co-written. And art by Josh Hickson. So
Cool.
that's getting really good reviews.
Yeah. I saw that.
So
I can't
check
wait.
that out. Yeah. So read those before next show, and we'll see you next time.
In. We'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all for stopping in.
Thanks.
Peace out.
Later.